Today on Crossing South, we visit Tijuana's beaches, long forgotten, but now experiencing a revival and rediscovery. We also talk to the men and women who keep a watchful eye on these beachgoers, and it's coming your way right now. These are the beaches of Tijuana. You can see right there is the U.S.-Mexican border, which goes well into the sea. And these are the local Tijuanolians having fun, basking under the Baja sun and in the Tijuana beaches. But you see, these people can't have this fun unless somebody's watching over them. And somebody is. The Tijuana Lifeguards. These modern-day heroes are reputed to be the best lifeguards in all of Mexico. So we're going to meet them today and see what makes them so special. So stay with us, folks. It's going to be a fun show. Okay, so we're going to talk right now to someone who has been pivotal, to the life-saving program here in Tijuana, and that's Mr. Aaron Quintana. Nice to meet you, my friend.
Nice to meet you, Jorge.
Yeah. So, they tell us that you're the guy that almost made this happen. Tell us about the life-saving program here in TJ.
Well, it's come a long way from our initial start. So we're here initially trying to execute a rescue. I kept looking across the border, and I keep seeing these young guys running around in surf trunks with these beat-up old rescue tubes, and they're doing the exact same thing I am, except no equipment, no backing, no. I call these guys over, big whistle, hey, come here. And we start talking literally over between the fence, between the rails of the fence.
International, cross-country communication diplomacy, right?
Yeah. And so,
surfer foreign relations.
That's exactly it. And it's pretty common, all around the world, surfers are performing rescues that they're not even being counted in any statistics. So I said, hey, who are you guys? We're just surfers. We see people drowning, we go out and try to help them. And so together we formed a club. And initially it was called the Seahawks, Los Halcones del Mar. And we formed a club, showing them the skills to do a basic ocean rescue. And from there we just kept growing. And it took 8 years for the local community here at Playas de Tijuana to start providing a little bit of support. And then slowly what started happening is as part of the program, we started getting firefighters coming in. And during the summer months, this is the principal beach, a big recreational area for the city of Tijuana. Over 2.4 million people live in this community, and that's their beach.
Folks, for a long time, speaking of TJ beaches meant speaking of lots of trash in the sand, polluted waters, no infrastructure, no boardwalk, no beachside eateries, no families. But all that has changed. You see in the background that U.S. military chopper patrolling the international border, but in the foreground, what you see is a people rediscovering what they have, a beachfront experience in their own backyard. The Mexican government smartly invested in revamping this area, but it also took a little help from volunteers.
I was the guy that brought these towers over as well. We had 16 towers come across.
I've seen this in San Diego.
Yeah.
They're exactly the same, right?
They were slated to go to the garbage heap. And folks called me up and they said, don't let it happen, Aaron, see what you can do. We got trucking companies to volunteer their time and service.
To cross them over?
To cross them over, yeah, free of charge. There's a very close relationship with both the U.S. Coast Guard and lifeguard agencies in San Diego.
Oh, really?
So anytime there's a major drowning incident, either side can request help from the other. Lifeguards get covered under the International Maritime Rescue Act.
Oh, really?
So what happens is either agency that's asking for help from the other side contacts U.S. Coast Guard. Coast Guard then grants permission to either Imperial Beach Lifeguards, San Diego City, or Playas de Tijuana to cross the international border to effect a rescue, a maritime rescue.
Very nice.
And we work as agents of the Coast Guard.
Has that ever happened?
Quite a bit.
Really?
Yeah. Got a rescue going right there.
What?
These guys are moving to that rescue right there. See that kid?
Being rescued?
They're about to come on them.
Oh my God. Hold on, kid.
Folks, this is not a reenactment. This is happening in real time.
Hold on, kid.
And see what's happening is the unit's empty, so this beach is uncovered, and now here comes their backup to fill that hole.
Backup's going?
So you got 2 guys out in the water. That means everybody out here is empty. There's nobody getting covered here. And so that every time a guard goes out, you have somebody fill that hole. And the water's 60 degrees right now.
Super cool.
It gets into the low 50s, and drowning people don't care if the water's cold or not. You got to go get them.
Somebody better be high-fiving these guys pretty soon.
Or at least buying them lunch and getting them a beer when their shift is done. Man.
And the guy they're bringing him in. He might have like swallowed a little bit of water. So come in, maybe do lung sounds.
And it's a young guy.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's a kid with stamina, you know?
Yep.
And he had something. He was holding on to something, and he was still in danger.
Well, he was okay. I was watching him. He was okay. And then they get a little worried. And what starts happening is like a kid having fun will look out. When they start getting a little worried, they face into shore, and the waves are hitting them on the back of the head. They're not seeing what's coming at them. And that's a sign that like they're no longer focusing on having fun and catching waves.
They just want to get back.
They just want to come out here and get on.
So that's a sign for you when they're looking this way.
Yep.
Look at that kid, man. He's happy to be alive.
It was truly inspiring to see these men go into harm's way for the sake of another human being. I think few would dispute these first responders are among the true heroes of today.
You're rushing to save me.
Yep.
What happens?
One of the things I have to do is I'm getting close to you. I start talking to you. Say, calm. I'm talking to you. Head up, swimming. I'm saying,
Aaron, come here so I can drown you.
Calm down. And as close as I'm going to get to you, is
Aaron.
extend your hand
Let
out.
me drag you down with me.
Is that distance right there?
That's as far as you gotta come.
Because that me as a lifeguard, if I get too close and I got a panicked person,
Yeah.
they're going to jump on top of me.
I'm gonna try to drag you down. I mean, not willingly, but just sheer
try
panic.
to save your life. Yep.
Right.
And so
what do you do?
What I'm going to do first, if I can, I'm going to bring my feet up and kick you. If that doesn't work and you get to me onto my body,
Yeah.
I'm just going to grab you and I'm just going to pull you under.
You're gonna put me under. What do I do at that moment? I let you go or what?
A drowning person doesn't want to go underwater.
So what happens?
They will immediately let you go. And
They'll let you go. To go back up.
Then you come back, reset, and so extend your hand again. And I'm going to go, Jorge, calm down,
Okay,
I'm here.
Aaron, come back in.
And I'm going to do this.
No, I want to hold on to you, Aaron.
Once they do this, first thing they do is they bring it right to their chest.
Right.
And I can still stay away from you until I know you're calm.
Yeah.
And then I go, okay, Jorge, you're going to be all right. I need you to work with me. Just stay calm. I'm going to put you in the tube. I'll come behind you, clip you in the tube.
Oh, I feel safe now.
And then we'll start talking about, I'll start figuring out the plan to get us safely back onto the beach.
Okay.
If you're in very bad shape,
Yeah.
I can call for extra guards, raise my hand or spin it. The guys on the beach are no trouble. This guy's in bad shape. Something's happening in the water.
Aaron,
Or
can you get a helicopter to come get us?
it's just me and you, Jorge. And one of the things that happens is like the more the victim helps, the sooner we get into the beach in a safer area. Because we're in a dangerous situation. We need to get out of that rip
Right.
into a safe area. The other thing that happens is as we start moving to surf, sometimes you get these big tubing waves, big giant tubing waves.
They may be, smashing on top of us.
So you got to be really smart about coming through that surf. What I'll do is to control you, I've got my fins on, I'll cross chest you,
All right.
and then now I can control you.
Okay.
We'll go sideways to the surf so I can see what's coming from waves,
Right.
and then I'll go get some air, and then I'll drive you underneath. And then that way I can still control you. I'll swim in. Here comes another breaking wave. You got to get underneath that energy. I'll drag you under, get you under that wave, pop up on the other side.
Okay, I'll talk.
And then, that's the way we get somebody through what's called the impact zone.
I'm gonna be surfing with this thing. If I ever learn how to surf, I'm gonna be wearing this thing.
We can do that. Even within 6 to 7 minutes of submersion, especially with cold water, we can bring them back. There's a possibility we can bring them back. So when you're drowning, basically your throat shuts down, clamps down. It creates a cramp almost, where no air, nothing's coming in or out.
Nothing goes in or out.
And that'll stay closed until, because of the lack of oxygen, if they're submerged, that the muscle will release, that cramp will release, and that's when
When the person actually drowns.
Age is important, and then also water temperature.
Okay.
The colder it is, the little more extension of time. As lifeguards, we work extremely hard to prevent. So we love it when people come up to us and say, hey, where's it safe to swim? What are the conditions like today?
Very nice.
And it happens
Good
more
lesson,
and more.
right?
And that's what's happening here in the beaches here in Baja California, Playas. What starts happening is like the community starts seeing us, lifeguards on the beach as the good guys.
How do I identify which is like a no-no?
There's no waves breaking right here in this middle
It's
area.
kind of flat here.
That's deep water.
Oh, really?
Yep, that's a very dangerous area right there.
So you see that it doesn't break as much as on the sides?
And so you see the sides and you see the
That's
wave
deep.
coming in all the way to the beach.
Right, right.
See how there's nothing here?
It's kind of floating.
It's kind of bouncing. And
Kind of, yeah, that's deep.
it's deep water.
Oh,
right there.
wow.
I can tell you that just by looking at it right now. And somebody might be 5 feet away from you and they're in waist deep water.
Right.
It's springtime.
And it's suddenly just,
Yep.
because you probably see someone from a distance doing something boneheaded. You probably think to yourself, I'm rescuing this guy later on today, right?
It's happened quite a bit. Like a lot of guards will be able to relate to that comment. 'Cause you come
boy.
up and if you know how to move through water and how to understand it and read it, it helps make lifeguarding a lot easier because you can anticipate what's going to happen. You know where the trouble spots are, and you can go prevent them. Recreational areas, ocean fronts, are really being recognized for how valuable they are to the community,
Right.
to the people that use them, to property values, to just a fantastic way of life. Before, you'd come to this beach and you would see a sea of trash.
Right, right.
And now, with people kind of they got a nice boardwalk, you got wonderful restaurants and cafes right here on the main drag, on the main boulevard here. And what happens is now people take pride in their community. And so you got this wonderful recreational space, you got this fantastic group of lifeguards making sure that they get home at the end of the day. And it's a great feeling. It's California in the 60s.
Now, how long have you been here helping out?
I've been helping out since the 80s.
Since the 80s.
I'm going to put a date on it.
I'm terrified of the sea. I'm terrified of the water because of all the Jaws movies I saw in the 80s.
Yeah.
Are there any sharks out there?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Don't do this.
And
I was going to go out. I'm not going to go out.
No, but
Come on.
But the thing you have to
Could have
remember.
lied to me, How far are they? How near are they?
They're pretty near. They're
Come on. You got to be joking.
But the thing to remember is predators go after things they know they can kill and taste good.
Right.
We don't taste good.
Have you ever had a shark attack here?
Not on this beach.
Never.
But
In your 20 plus years, whatever, you've
There's-
never had a shark attack here in
No.
TJ Beaches.
I think the last confirmed incident was the gentleman, the triathlete in Tijuana Beach.
All I ask is to not die eaten by an animal. I don't think that's too much to ask.
Yep.
You know?
Okay. Fair enough.
Attention beach goers. We hope you're enjoying the show, folks. More Crossing South coming your way right now. Stay with us.
Every rescue brigade needs a command center, and this is not the exception. Every inch of TJ's beaches can be seen from this very spot, the Lifeguard base.
So Aaron, this is the Lifeguard Station, and just taking a peek with your super powerful souped up binoculars, you've got the whole beach covered from this point.
Right.
I mean, all of it.
And so, like you said, this is the headquarters and also their dispatch. So they got spotting scope, high-powered binoculars, and then also radio communications with the units and towers on the beach.
The
And
chief
so-
is over here right now,
That's correct. And
scoping out
Captain Quintana
from the watchtower, right?
Yep.
It's not that big, really. Tijuana's
Right.
beach is really measurable, right?
Right.
From this station, I can literally see the end of it because there's a cove, a rocky area that cuts it off, and then the border on the north end.
Yep.
So the whole stretch is covered for me.
It's quite common. It's springtime. Low numbers of guards on the beach. For guards in dangerous beaches to pull 25, 30 rescues. Basically, your towel never dries
Each
out.
guard will pull in 25, 30 people.
Yep.
That's ridiculous.
And you get these wonderful weekends that come up, sunny. People are just ready for summer, and they hit the beach hard.
People just charge machine guns. They just
Yep.
they just rush without measuring consequences, right?
No, they're just out here
For
having.
glory! Mow it down, but in this case, by the
And we
waves.
we want summer. That's what they want. So this is the main area where their dispatches are taking place. Again,
Right,
the
the
binos,
watchtower. So that's
radio
where
communications, and then this is one of the areas. Tijuana Lifeguards are also firefighters.
Right.
And so what they do is they also pull 24-hour shifts, and so that is represented in their tower. The summertime, there's a junior lifeguard program here that's run, and there's the big group. And the other thing that I was mentioning before, these guys are some of the best trained, best equipped guys in all of Mexico.
Yeah, you've mentioned that the Tijuana Lifeguards are some of the best in the whole country.
That's right.
How can you justify that?
One of the things you see is in their standards. So their standards match anything in California, anything in Australia. So their recertification, their academy, it's all the highest standard. Their requals are same as anything else in the world at the highest standard. Their programs internally, they have a dive team, dive search and rescue team. They have a swift water team. They have a ropes, basically so for cliff rescue. And so they're really multifaceted.
Right.
Not only do they have to respond to the beach environment, they also have a swift water rescue team, like I said, a river rescue team that also performs rescues at La Presa.
The dam, the Tijuana Dam.
That's right, and at the Rodriguez Dam. 2 weeks ago, somebody drowned in the reservoir at the Rodriguez Dam.
There was a rumor many years ago that it had crocodiles. Was that true?
No.
Okay, so much for that. So nice to meet you, Juan.
Nice to meet you.
So you're the captain here, right?
Yeah.
Do you speak English, Juan? A little bit or no?
I don't know.
Just a little bit. How long have you been a lifeguard here in TJ?
27 years.
27 years.
Yeah.
These are the dorms,
Sí, aquí
the barracks. So you
están las 24 horas.
24 hours.
Son 3 turnos que trabajan.
3 shifts.
Y sobre todo en la noche es bien importante porque tenemos en la línea internacional mucha gente que quiere cruzar la línea y se mete por el agua, por el mar. Y hemos tenido muchos rescates de esas personas, de esos migrantes que intentan cruzar por el sueño americano.
But the border fence is not like near the shore. It goes pretty far out. Do people swim all the way out?
Yeah.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Just swimming or with something?
Se va agarrando de los postes.
No way. They're grabbing.
Yeah.
Wow. How many do you get? You know, how many rescues?
En este año, a lo que va de este año, hemos tenido 4 rescates en la noche.
Right there.
Yeah.
What time?
Rescue. De las 2 de la mañana.
What? Well, I think those people are happy to have you here.
Yeah.
I know we're happy to have you here. Thank you, Juan.
Thank you.
It's very nice meeting you, okay? Keep up the good work, okay? So what's your name?
My name is Tatiana.
Tatiana, nice to
Yeah.
meet you.
I've been swimming since I was like 7 years old.
Yes.
In 2012, I ended up my career as a swimmer.
Were you doing competitive swimming?
Yeah, I belong to the national team.
Really?
Yeah.
To the national swimming team?
Yep.
The Mexican swimming national. Okay, so
Yes.
did you go to any kind of Pan American Games, Olympics, anything?
I went to nationals and I went to something that's called trial games.
The trials.
Yeah.
To go to the Olympics, right?
Yeah,
So what discipline were you swimming in?
butterfly.
Butterfly.
Yeah.
Wow. So you're a full lifeguard.
Yeah.
You're not a cadet.
No, I'm not a cadet anymore.
You think you can get me out of the water?
Of course, very easy, of course.
I'm over 200 pounds, so you think you can get me
It
out?
doesn't matter at all. Doesn't matter.
Really?
It doesn't matter you're petite, large, extra large. It doesn't
I'm
matter.
extra large. So you think you can get me out of the water?
Yeah, sure. We try out?
I know, I don't think so. You're fearless. Even if like the waves are crashing, hurricane style winter wave, you'll go in there?
There's always a way, so yeah, I'm pretty sure I will. Hope not in those conditions, but I will.
Well, Tatiana, I'll tell you something. You're braver than I am, because there's no way in heck I would ever go out there. Well, it's very nice meeting you.
Thank
okay?
you, you too.
Thank you for talking to us, Tatiana.
You too.
So there you have it, folks. Your life is going to be in Tatiana's hands. No matter what a beer belly you have on you or not, she can get you out. Stay with us, folks. This is Crossing South. The stretch of beach in Tijuana is really measurable, making it quite manageable for these rescuers. You can be sure that no matter what part of it you're in, you are under the careful watch of Tijuana's lifeguards. And I think Tijuana's people are perfectly fine with that. This is actually the border, man.
This used to be a place where people could access and have, I think they would have cookouts, barbecues, people who couldn't see each other because they had relatives on the other side who couldn't cross or vice versa. They would do cookouts and they would just see each other through this fence. That's no longer the case, no longer available. Now this is like a no man's land, and that is the US, folks, and this is the beginning of Latin America right here. Goes all the way out into the water. Well, the lifeguards left such a good impression on us, we decided to pay a visit to a class of cadets in training that will make up a new generation of lifeguards. We caught up with them in the middle of their drills. Well, folks, I actually made the mistake of accepting the challenge from these lifeguards. We're going to do a swim off. So you're going to see the difference between a foodie and professional lifeguards. The speed of swimming. So stay with us, folks. Let's see how I do. Yeah, I've seen icebergs move faster than this. Sorry, folks. I'm trying. Not quite what these guys do. Oh man. Even that practice run is tiring. I'm telling you, these kids go from drill to drill. They're on the clock and it's non-stop. No resting. Next exercise. Go, go, go. Okay, let me try it now. Yep, as comfortable as a cat with aquaphobia. And pretty soon overreached by these human dolphins with limitless energy. I gotta get out of the lane because I was holding him up. Oh man. It looks simple enough, but it's super exhausting. Wow. Yeah, I'm not in this kind of shape, folks. I cannot do this. These kids are like teenagers, full of energy. They don't know how good they have it. I'm in my late 30s, man. Woo. Point taken, point proven. These guys are cramped to save people's lives. I am not. I'm not a lifesaver. And I'm fine with that. Hey, what's going on with these good lights? Well, the kids weren't done with me. Couldn't let me go without a little friendly fraternity-style hazing. I had a pretty good idea of what they were going to do. I said idea because the reality felt worse than I thought. All right. Honorary lifeguard, right? Yeah, didn't think so. Aren't lifeguards supposed to prevent drowning? I guess they need to create customers to stay in business. Oh my goodness, after being almost drowned to death by the lifeguards of Tijuana, I think I'm ready for the next segment. So after experiencing the lifeguard way, I think I leave feeling a little safer on TJ's Beach and hope you will join us the next time we cross south.
You can find maps and information about the places you just saw, or you may order a copy of this program on DVD at CrossingSouth.com. We also do Facebook.